All right, hi guys. Today I just want to share a tip with you about tying one type of line to another type of line. And I use this for a lot of different things, mostly for tying a braided line to a section of, let's say, fluorocarbon line. And I do that a lot when I'm jigging for walleyes, smallmouth bass, that kind of thing. I like the braid. The braid has no stretch and it allows you to feel bites really well, really easily. So that's a really good thing. Only problem is that braid shows up in the water pretty well and fish can see it. So I often go to a short section of fluorocarbon material at the end of the line before the hook or the jig in order to kind of camouflage the fact that I'm fishing and that's a hook, okay? So to do that, I use a straight line-to-line connection with a knot rather than using a barrel swivel. And the reason I do that, one of the big reasons is that when you reel up your line and the barrel swivel hits the end of the rod, you end up damaging the top line guide on the end of your rod. And you do that enough and you'll ruin it. So that's very counterproductive. With a knot that will slide through the line guides, you don't have that problem. So that's a really good way to do it. And it's less weight. It's just a smoother, slicker presentation all the way around. So today I'm going to try to show you tying two different lines together using a uni to uni knot. Now I don't have fluorocarbon because you can't see fluorocarbon well, and in the pole shed in the afternoon there's not a lot of light. So we're going to go with the braid. This is a musky braid, 80-pound braid, and we're going to go with a type of like Dacron material line that's white, and hopefully you'll be able to see that a little bit better. But even though the materials are different, the principles are the same. So what I do is I start out with, excuse me, I start out by laying the two lines over one another. I'll take one of the lines, like the braid, I'll make a big loop in my hands, and then I'll wrap it around the braid around the other material 5 times. So it goes around itself and the other material 5 times. It can be 7 times, it can be 8 times, minimum of 5 times. So I'm going to move this closer to the camera, maybe you can see it then. Okay, the 2 different materials, the loop and the 5 wraps, okay? And then I end up just kind of tightening that up. And to get it to kind of fall together, pull together smoother, sometimes you have to moisten it up a little bit. So you can do that with water or what I just did with the saliva, and get the 2 things to line up and pull together nicely. And if I can do this right, it did. Okay, so I've got one knot already on there. That's a uni knot. It's a slip knot basically. Okay, so then with one of them done, the uni to uni is 2 uni knots, one after another. So I take the other line, the other line, and I tie it to the braid. So the fluorocarbon, which in this case is the Dacron, so that you can see it better, goes with the same type of knot, 5 wraps around the loop. I think that's 3, kind of lost track, talking and counting at the same time. Thereabouts is 5, okay. Same type of knot. I start to pull it tight, get it just a little moist so it cinches up nicely, okay. There's a uni knot, okay. So I've got one uni knot and another uni knot, and you may or may not even be able to see this in this video, I don't know yet. But when I pull the 2 lines together, the 2 slip knots slide together until they butt up against each other and stop, okay? So now I've got my braid from my main line, my fluorocarbon to my hook tied together with a uni to uni knot. All right, so then it's just a matter of clipping off the excess lines like that, making sure you actually cut the right one and not the wrong one, which I've done plenty of times, believe me, to where you cut those two off like that. All right, and you have a knot that will slide through a line guide as you're reeling up and as you cast it out again. Okay, it won't damage your line guide at all. It slides right through. So you've got braid to another material, usually fluorocarbon, to a hook, no hardware, very strong, and this will hold up for any type of fishing that you do. All right, thanks for watching, and good luck on the water.